This morning, we're separating fact from fiction after the second Democratic debate in downtown Detroit.
7 Action News reporter Matthew Smith been teaming up with PolitiFact to put the candidates' statements under a microscope.
And he joins us live from the Fox Theater. And Matt, what have you found out this morning?
Well, we're definitely seeing a lot of trends here. Healthcare being one of the primary topics that was discussed on the debate stage, both night 1 and night 2. And because of that, we need to fact check a lot of the claims. Kamala Harris was taking on a lot of attacks because of her evolving plan. Remember, it kind of introduced as one thing and morphed into another. But this time, she was the one going on the offensive, attacking the former vice president. Let's take a look at the tape.
I'm going to go back to Vice President Biden, because your plan does not cover everyone in America. By your staff's and your own definition, 10 million people, as many as 10 million people, will not have access to health care.
Now, that 10 million number sounds shocking, but it's based on Biden's own campaign. They say the plan would cover 97% of Americans. And based on that, well, Harris's math came to just under 10 million uninsured people. So these are pretty rough estimates, and the numbers need more scrutiny, but it appears to be mostly true, according to PolitiFact. Let's stick with health care here, though, because as we said, it was being talked about a lot. And this time, we're talking about Kamala Harris getting attacked by another candidate, this time Michael Bennet. Let's listen to what he had to say.
I believe we should finish the job we started with the Affordable Care Act with a public option that gives everybody in this audience the chance to pick for their family whether they want private insurance or public insurance. It requires the drug companies to be negotiated with by Medicare, and it provides competition. That is totally different from the plan that Senator Warren and Senator Sanders and Senator Harris have proposed, which would make illegal employer-based health insurance in this country.
Now, this one's a bit all over, but after looking it over with PolitiFact, this is half true. The claim that Harris's plan would eliminate employer insurance plan, that definitely checks out, but there's issue with the statement overall. Let's dig deeper. To start with, Harris's plan is a far cry from the type of Medicare for all plan that we've heard about from candidates like Warren and Sanders. And Harris's plan does have a role for some forms of private insurance down the line. Finally, let's take a look at Joe Biden. He went on the offensive after being attacked, talking about race, ethnicity, and his record. So we want to listen in to what was said about Cory Booker when he attacked him, trying to counterpunch, if you will, talking about his time as the mayor of Newark.
The Justice Department came after you for saying you were engaging in behavior that was inappropriate, and then, in fact, nothing happened the entire time you were mayor.
Now, this attack on Booker doesn't tell the whole story. You keep in mind, Booker became the mayor of Newark in '06. At the time, he inherited a city mired in decades of violent crime and a troubled police department. And the Department of Justice did investigate the police and found out that there was issues, things like excessive force that continued to pop up. But Booker brought in new reforms, so PolitiFact says it's misleading, so we'll go with mostly false. Now, we have been fact-checking a lot of the statements over the past 48 hours happening inside the Fox Theater right here in Detroit. Now, the next step is to find out how voters react. But if you want to take a closer look, put these statements under a microscope, we're breaking it all down for you at WXYZ.com. Check out all of our election coverage there. We are live in Detroit. Matthew Smith, 7 Action News. All right.